Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I thought I'd pump out a brief video, guys, just to go over with you the absolute shit show. I mean, the literal shit show. That is, of course, Glastonbury. That has been happening over the course of this weekend. Now, initially, I wasn't going to bother covering this, guys. I thought, why should I waste my personal time talking about a crowd of champagne socialists who, let's be honest here, look unwashed, rather hairy, and yes, I am including the women in this, and smell like I should imagine a compost heap smells like on a warm day. Rather unpleasant to be around. But then I woke up this morning, I was having a think about what's been going on during this fiasco, and I had something of a moment of clarity, which I shall be getting to even forthwith. But before I do, I thought I'd give you a brief recap about what's actually been happening during Glastonbury this year, just in case you've been living under a rock for the last 48 hours. So, during this Glastonbury festival, we had an act called Bob Vylan. Yes, he is as much as a tosser as he does indeed sound. And before he started his act, I suppose you could call it, he was chanting to the crowd how he wanted to unalive the IDF, which is of course the Israeli Defence Force, and the crowd, of course being the crowd that it is, was chanting along, cheering, flying their flags, the pride flags, the Palestine flag, the trans flag, all the flags you could possibly imagine, except of course the Union flag and the St George's Cross, but that's neither here nor there. And once he finished his virtue signalling, he got on with his act. I think he was singing, he was screeching down the microphone about something with some blurring, ear-bleeding inducing music in the background, and he was chanting again during one of his songs about how we are not going to get our country back and we should simply shut the fuck up about it. And that, of course, was accompanied by a sign behind him, behind the stage, that read something on the lines of, "Bob Vylan, this country was built on the back of immigrants." I mean, this age-old concept that the left have dreamt up, which has been debunked time and time again by worthwhile historians, Davy Starkey being one of them. But I want to fixate on this, guys. Oh, before I do forget, them Irish wankers, what are they called? Knee strain or knee brace, whatever the hell they're called, those IRA sympathisers who were telling people to unalive their local MPs, which, of course, by the way, has come out today that the Met Police are doing fuck all about it. Let me tell you this before we move on, guys. If I tweeted out to people to unalive their local MPs, I will be slapped in irons and thrown in prison quicker than the Vindaloo could make its way through your large intestine. Believe me, another failure by the Met Police to add to the ever-growing list. Anyway, moving on, guys. The press today have been absolutely laughable about this whole Glastonbury fiasco. Everyone is covering their open mouths with absolute shock and disdain, clutching their pearls. How dare you say that about the IDF? What about the Israelis? Yada yada yada. And people are more entitled to be shocked and offended by what he said. Yes, unaliving the IDF is not a very pleasant thing to say. But the one thing that made my piss absolutely boil didn't make her, well, all the articles I read didn't mention what really made my piss boil during that act, and that is, of course, him chanting quite gleefully that we are not getting our country back and we should shut the fuck up about it. No mention across the board. All it is Israel, 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 IDF, IDF, oh my god, how dare you, how dare you, how dare you. No one picked up on that. And to say it pissed me off is an understatement. Actually, no, I do tell a lie, guys. There was one person who didn't mention Israel or the IDF, and that is, surprise, surprise, Nigel Farage. He tweeted out that if you vote reform, you will get your country back from these lunatics, and I really did appreciate that. That's based vintage Farage. That's what I would have voted for if I didn't become a member of UKIP. But, of course, we're getting the watered-down version, and, yeah, I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, I'm going off tangent here. What I want to say, guys, is this Bob Vylan, personally, for me anyway, has done us a favour, and this country a favour, by what he has been actually saying during his act at Glastonbury. And I'll tell you why. Historically, the left have hid their unadulterated hatred with a passion for this country and us as a people, the white working class. They've hid it under virtuous causes that they tend to go for, climate change, trans movement, pride movement, anti racist and pro-refugees and all the rest of the fucking things that the left proclaim to be a supporter of. Very deep underneath all that bullshit is what they really think. And this Bob Vylan has shot it right to the surface so everyone can see the exact mind frame that the left has. Because the BBC did indeed broadcast this. I have no idea. People actually still pay for this. People pay to watch an act say, "You will not get your country back, so shut the fuck up about it." People pay nearly £160 per year for the privilege of seeing some fucking idiot say that to you. I mean, the mind just simply boggles. But yeah, he has brought it racing to the surface because millions upon millions of people have seen this arsehole say that to a crowd, and the crowd cheer it and say it along with him. That is the main point of the far left and the extreme socialists. They want to see the extinction of England and UK as we know it today. So I stick to what I say. I think this guy has done us a favour because he has brought it to the surface for everybody else to see their actual agenda. Whether there's some people out there, one or two out there, who are too stupid to even pick up on this, yes, I'm pretty sure there are. They still think that the left are virtuous and they are people we should be befriending. But in actual fact, people with their heads screwed on, who have got a working pair of eyes and a working pair of ears, can see what they actually want and what their main agenda actually is. Don't mind about all this Antifa crap and trans movements and climate change. No. That's just it's a smokescreen basically to what they actually want. And I'm glad it has been put on show for everyone to see exactly how they really think. So I say, I'm one of the very few people, right-wingers, who says thank you to this Bob Vylan for bringing this to the surface and making it public knowledge. That's my video, guys. Do let me know what you think in the comments. Have I got this wrong, or do you indeed think that this has helped us in some way, shape or form, even, excuse me, even a slight tiny bit? Do let me know, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.